Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by for another night of our Spooktacular treat containers. Tonight we're going to use these little plastic treat tubes that are in our Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog. They're plastic and they're food safe, and you can get 12 of these little containers for $5. So that's a great deal for some easy treats. They're right here in the holiday catalog. So what I've done is I've just taken, well, let me share with you the supplies you're going to need first. So the must-haves are the Spooky treat tubes for $5 and the Spooky Night Designer Series paper, which we've been using all week. Then if you wanted to, you could add on the black baker's twine, some glue dots, and the little black rhinestones that look like this, little gems. So this is a really inexpensive way to give treats to children that are special to you, because you can make 12 of them and then have tons of leftover supplies for another project. So the first thing I've done is I filled up my treat container with candy corn. You could use orange jelly beans, black jelly beans, chocolate covered raisins. There's quite a few little things that will fit in there. And then I've just pushed the cork down enough to hold it tight. It's kind of soft, so once you get it in there, it'll mold to the inside part of the tube. Then what I've done is just taken some scraps of paper from the Spooky Night Designer Series paper and a tag. I just made a little tag. Now this Happy Haunting is from a paper pumpkin set for maybe 2 years ago, but that's one of the beauties of subscribing to Paper Pumpkin. You really do get to build your stamp collection. So I'm going to just, and these little glue dots are left over from a Paper Pumpkin kit as well. You get a lot of extra supplies, so that helps you to build your scrapbooking and stamping supplies as well. So I'm just going to add or layer these little pieces on here for my tag. Like so. And then ahead of time, I just took 2 strands of black baker's twine and tied them just like you would tie a shoelace. And I kept pulling the knots or the loops down until they were very small, because since this is a small project, I didn't want really big loops. I'm going to stick that on there with a glue dot. The next thing I'm going to do is add this little jack-o'-lantern face, which I cut out from the Spooky Night Designer Series paper, and I'm sure you've all seen me do that with the Big Shot, or you could do it with scissors if you don't have a Big Shot, but you get lots of little pumpkins, and we're going to add that right there to build that. I'm also going to put on some of these little sticky rhinestones just to add a little bit of sparkle. There are small ones, medium ones, and large ones when you order these. So I'm going to take a medium one first, and I'm going to use my paper snips to lift them off. That seems to be the easiest way to do that. I'm going to set that one right there. Then I'm going to take a small one and add it to this side, and another small one and add it to that side. So now I've created a super easy little tag. I also cut out the little witch's hat from one of the pieces of Designer Series paper. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on there or not. It looks like it might hide my greeting, so I'll probably just save that for another project. Then I'm just going to take 2 more glue dots, put them on the back, and I'm just going to put them on vertically to make sure they stick well. Fill off the backing. And stick it to my project. Now, how simple and cute is that? And it took, what, maybe 3 minutes? So again, these are the supplies that you definitely need. The Spooky Night Designer Series paper and the treat tubes. Again, you get 12 of them for $5. They are food safe and plastic. Then for add-ons, you can add the baker's twine for $3, the glue dots, and the little black rhinestones. And actually, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I could also add some of those rhinestones to his eyes to make them sparkle too. but I think that's enough for now. Thanks for stopping by.